Hello, hello, my friends. How are we this morning? Happy Wednesday, middle of the week. How's it going, guys? Hello, Lana Banana. And Lisa's in the house, and Amber is here. Good morning. That was fun going through all your whips, Amber. I don't know that I don't even know if I could find them all my whips. I think I know where they all are, but I don't know how many there are, so I'm too afraid to go look. So that was very daring of you, and I enjoyed looking at all the different things you've got started. So many of those blankets I don't remember seeing, so maybe they must have started before I came into the picture. Hello, Tracy, and Killian is in the house. Are you on your lunch, Killian, or did you get today off? I forget if you said that you get Wednesdays off or not. So, you have too many, yeah. So this is where I'm at with my Yip Yip earrings. I made the bucket part. Hang on, this one's got stuff on his head. Hang on. Lizzie's playing VR, so if you hear screaming in the background, that's her, not me. Hi, Chris. How are you? So I did the bucket part. So now I get to start doing the upper face part for it. So here I am attempting. It's Whip It Wednesday, right? Isn't that what everybody's doing? Whip It Wednesday something? Or let's work on our whips Wednesday. So this is me working on my Yip Yip whip. Melissa G's in the house. And Monique is there with you. Hi, Monique and Melissa. And Michaela's here. Hi, Michaela. Good to see you. That's right. Yes, I met you through Killian. That's right. And Manuel is here. And hello, Joy of Yarn. How's it going? I've got my iced dirty chai that I like to make. It's just coffee, but with chai, a little chai in it. I just think it's funny that they call it dirty chai. I got a kick when Starbucks was like, they call that dirty chai. I'm like, I love that. Oh my gosh. So what are you guys working on? What's your whipping on today? Eminem. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So anyways, so I'm still working on the little sweater. It really hasn't gotten any further than I think you guys saw it last time. So it's still 2 parts of a hexie wrap for a doll. It's not, don't worry guys, I'm not going to try to fit into it. It's for a doll. So yeah, so I did this, but it needs to be wider in the back. And so I'm going to create some little, it may only be 2 squares. I did it once. I didn't like how it came out. So I'm adjusting it and then I'll do it again. And then I think it might just be 2 squares motif on it. So we'll kind of see how it works up, but yeah, so I'm excited. So I'm going to do that on the back, and then I will do, I think, some ribbing as well on this one, and she wanted it to do the tie, so kind of similar to how Shy did her hexie wrap cardigan pattern. Let me shut my door, you guys. She's screaming like nuts. So I apologize for the screams. Hang on a moment. Hang on. Lizzie, honey, too loud. Love you. Okay. I shut the door. We'll see if that helps a little bit. They play VR, so they're very immersed in, the world or whatever they're doing. But she likes these ones that they jump scare each other, and there's like gorilla tag and stuff, and it would cause me anxiety. It causes me anxiety just hearing the screaming, so I'm like, let her do her thing. Her dad, I heard him, he's like, Leslie, stop. Oh my gosh, let me catch up here. Okay, Chris said working on cat game. Yay, you're working on a cat game. You're on square 11 of the 22. Yep, you're getting there. Hey, that's like halfway. You're doing great. And Lana's saying hi to everybody. Amber's working on her gigabyte. So where are you? Do you have 1 more repeat, or are you still having like 2 more repeats of the colors that you got? Yeah, you really want to make another one? Killian, I still need to finish the one that I was trying to make for the Hexi Wrap cardigan whole shebang. I still need to finish it. So yeah, you know, we all do this, right? We all squirrel on different things, but you have to at some point go back to the same place where you buried the nut, you know, like you got to get back there somehow. So I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out how to push myself to get back to that place, because I want it to be done, but it's the getting it done part. So because I need to do the ribbing, and because of how it's kind of silly of me, I should have just gone and found a color that worked for it, that was a different yarn, but matched the colors and was in a thinner yarn. But rather than that, I decided I will deply yarn, which is a mess and a half if you've ever done it. You know, it just wants to knot on itself. It gets all twisty-wisty, and then it's just a headache. It takes like 3 of us. When my parents come over, we will get me these little tiny little balls, and I'm just trying to get it done. So it's a pain in the tuchus, and that's where I'm at with it. Oh my goodness. You started a new top, Ricky. Yay! You finished your mosaic blanket. It is so pretty. I am amazed. And how long did that take you though? Because it's a big mosaic blanket. I believe that was Alexis Sixel's pattern, and it just came out so pretty. I loved it. Hello, Vima. Too loud. Love you. I know, that's what I do. I tell them something that they're doing that's wrong, but then I'm like, I love you. I say it with love, you know, like I can't hear myself think. Oh wait, who made the C? Oh, did I? I probably did. Michaela. Who made it lowercase, like when we spelled it, right? Yeah. Is it not supposed to be though? Because it's in your name like that. Everybody's saying hi. On the purple of the 8th repeat, Amber said. 2 more color repeats and then the border. Okay. I know, Killian. I know. It needs to get done quickly because I just, you know, and when Amber was showing her whips, and she showed a sweater. It was so funny. She shows a sweater that she's making, and it literally just has a sleeve to do. Like the sweater's done, the other sleeve is done, and then it's just missing one sleeve. I'm just like, hey, that's perfect for me because I get hot flashes. So, you know, I'll cool off on one side and then get warmed up on the other one. But there's so many whips I know I have in there that are so close to being done that I need to just get them done. And then, you know, or just frog it, or see if somebody in the streets here wants to finish some of them and keep it, you know. But we got to do something because I need that space in my closet. Because I just went to organize the yarn that I keep going to Joann's. I think we are all doing that. But I went into the closet. I got 3 bins. They can come in a 3-pack at Costco. So I got those. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's get these organized out of, you know, just all the ones that are already wrapped because they're in packs. I kept just on their own in a bag. But then those that were not wrapped because they're individual ones, that's what I was putting in the tubs. I filled the 3 tubs and I still have more. So I have to go back and get another 3 tubs, and I'm running out of space in the closet. I need to create that corner space that is the dumping ground for whips, and at Christmas time, Christmas presents and stuff like that needs to be utilized for storing stuff, because Lizzie told me she doesn't want me to use her closet, which she doesn't even use. I'm telling you, it could be used for a perfect yarn storage solution, but she's like, Mom, that's my closet. Okay, fine. Mommy will have to just organize herself. Oh my gosh. It's too funny. You're working through my whips now, but I did start this one since I have big and huge projects working and needed something small. Yeah. And I keep doing that too, Ricky, where it's like these wraps and the things that you make, the wearables. I haven't even started blankets. If I start blankets, forget it. So I'm not going to even attempt a blanket yet until I can cross the whips off, you know. No, tangled yarn and frizzy do not mix. No, they don't. In fact, I have one of these. It stands like this high. It's a 3-drawer, like deep drawer plastic, bin. I think it had rolling wheels at one point, but it's on carpet, so we took those off. So it holds the top 2. I have balls of yarn, and these are like the excess yarn from something, right? We balled it up. It's in there. They're all knotting together, so there's a nice wad of twisted yarn in there. But it's not full. And then the second drawer, same thing, balled yarn, scrap yarn. And then the third drawer has miscellaneous, has some fabric in there, definitely not being purposed how it should be. So what I need to do is get in there and try to at least combine the 2 balled yarns into one drawer and then organize, and then I'd have some room for more skeins in there. So that could also be another solution to my issue. But yeah, the tangled yarn, I'm probably just gonna, I'll be honest, I'll just cut that wad away and decide to put it into a plushie or something. Oh my gosh. You did? Killing, you ended up cutting it at the end, huh? You were just like, I can't, I can't anymore. I think you can, if you watch me untangle yarn, I go from the face of, I've got this, I can do this, it's not that bad. And then fairly fast, I think, my facial expression will turn to, I can't deal with this anymore. And then the scissors come out and I cut it off. Oh my gosh. Oh, you started the end of December to the beginning of May. Yeah. It looks big. It looks like it came out pretty big. She has a Halloween one that I would love to make at some point. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really cool looking though. Cutting yarn that gives you anxiety, Michaela. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would do that. I would save bits of yarn. I felt like it's sacrilege to throw it away. And so now I have like a literal bag of loose ends that I was thinking eventually if I make any more giant plushies or whatever, I'll use that as stuffing. Yeah. You'd rather weave in a zillion ends than waste my time with tangled yarn. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would definitely agree. I would rather tie in loose ends, which is another one of the things I don't enjoy, but I would rather do that than deal with tangled yarn any day. Yeah, you created your own style, Amber. A one-sleeve sweater, a new trend. I love it. I looked at it and I was just like, that actually would probably work for me. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Lana is like, I'll get to it. I'll do it. Oh, scissors. They come out. You did 2 more hexie wraps, but with different details as well. Yeah, we're getting into new sweater styles here. I think am I so far behind you guys? Shade's already here and I'm just like looking backwards. Hang on. Come on, Julianne, go faster. Oh, those are all the rage. I do the same. One sleeve is done. Must I make the other? Exactly. Well, even Shy's hexie wrap, it's supposed to be long sleeves, but I'm like, it's kind of springy colors. Why do I make it a shorter sleeve? Just sneak some yarn in a skein at a time. Yeah. Like just little bits in here, little bits in there. Oh my goodness. My daughter-in-law will take care of all my yarn barbs. She finds it relaxing. I know, my dad loves to. It's a challenge. He loves to untangle yarn. My mom enjoys untangling yarn. How they end up with a daughter like me, I don't know. Oh my gosh. We need people like that in our lives for sure. Oh my gosh, you been a busy bee, Shade? Looking for new curriculum. I've been down that rabbit hole this week. Yes. And baking, of course, baking. I actually threw away some really ripe bananas. They got a little too ripe. They were almost completely like solid brown. The dark one, where the bananas like starts pulling away from the top part where you would pull open the banana. It was just like, decrepit. I finally called it. I'm like, I'm not getting to making this banana bread. I'm just gonna, these poor things just need to go. So there we are. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Hi, Gianna. Welcome in. Welcome in. Joy of yarn. Yeah, I can't untangle yarn. Frustrates me too much. I usually give it to my husband and then he untangles it for me. Yeah. My husband tries. I've done that. I've been like, I can't deal with this anymore. I really can't. Like, I'm starting to get anxiety about this. Can you please help me untangle it? I really just need it. And he'll try, but he's not any better at doing it than I am, because it's also not really his thing. But, you know, bless, he does try. And we both are like, let's just cut it. And then the scissors come out. Hi, Arrow. I am drinking a dirty chai, which is coffee with chai, but I got decaf. It's a decaf cold brew, actually, because I drink too much caffeine. I think that's part of my issue and why I talk a mile a minute. I'm like that gal that's got all the, in that cartoon that's got all the coffee like stickers, the patch. She's trying to get off of caffeine. She's like, look, I got the patch, but it's like 50 of them. Kimberly, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you. I know, Lana. I felt it was very sacrilege when I threw those bananas away. And I did that with the last bundle of them. I need to just make myself do stuff. I get in these headspaces where I can't even force myself to do certain things. That was one of those things that I was not getting to. And I'm like, I waited too long. Bananas can get past the point of even saving them with banana bread. Yeah, you can, Gianna. You're right. You can freeze the bananas and thaw them when you want to use them. That's probably the better option. What I should do if I can't get to it yet. Yeah. Oh, you love chai too? It looks green because the glass is green. It's a tinted glass. Yeah, that's why it looks green. But I love these glasses because they have like little bubbles. I don't know if you guys can see it. They've got like these cute little bubbles kind of in the glass. I thought they were unique, so. Oh, okay, Ricky. Oh my goodness. We still haven't gotten my son's haircut. The wolf cut is what we're going to do with his hair. I got ice, I'm sorry. We just need to get him over there, but he wants to do it. It's still going to be long, but it'll be very layered and it'll look purposeful instead of just long and straight. It was so funny. We went to El Rancho. It's our like favorite Mexican restaurant that's in Battleground, actually, the one that we like to go to. But we went there and we've been going there since the kids were little. And so one of the gals that's been there the entire time, she was like, your son? She had kind of a question in her tone. And I go, yeah, our son. Yeah. And she was like, oh, okay. Because his long hair, he does often get mistaken for a girl. I don't see it, but I'm his mom. So like, I look at his face and I see a boy's face. You know, everybody's different though. He does have very gentle features too though. So I could see getting either way, but it's just, and he's used to it and he doesn't mind and stuff. But it was just so funny. She was like, your daughter used to be small, right? Like she was the little baby that I would bring in. And I was like, yeah, you remember. Yes. She was the one that threw all the rice on the floor. Sorry. Right, Arrow? Yes, it's my vintage green glasses. Yeah. We've got 4 of them too, I think. I think we still have 4 unless we've broken any, but yeah, you've got that matcha one though in the morning, Lana. I bet that's so good too. All that stuff that's in there. You're in between clients. Kimberly, are you a hairdresser? What do you do? Oh my gosh, cut my hair. Make it pretty. Row break. Everyone, hydration break, stretch break. It does. Yeah. It's just, I don't feel that bad for him because, you know, he wants it long and people do until they get older enough to have like facial hair. He does have the like blonde kind of thing. It's just not enough, I think, because it's been quite frequently at a restaurant that they'll say, and what did you want, miss? So my parents hate it. They're very old school. They're like, he needs his haircut. They did like the wolf cut picture I showed them though, so that's so cool, Kimberly. Oh my gosh. You're pretty far away from me though, I think, so I don't think I could come and get my haircut. Oh my gosh. He's got your 17-year-old grandson's hairs to his bottom now. Oh my gosh. Right? Oh, and beautiful hair, yeah. 30 years now. You've been a hairdresser for 30 years? Oh my gosh. How cool. That's cool though. I just wish you lived closer because, you know, I'm always in need of a good hairdresser. Hang on. Okay, let me see what I'm doing. I actually pulled the pattern up. This is a Repeat Crafter Me's pattern that I'm using for the Yip Yip. So if anybody is interested in making one, now obviously she did not use thread yarn and made to make earrings, but she made, I think hers are kind of like yay big, and then you can make them bigger. You can use thicker yarns and stuff. Oh, okay, you're going into lurk mode to film. Gotcha. Enjoy the filming. I'll enjoy watching it when you post it. Hi, Pete. How's it going? Gonna take a lap around my house outside and soak up a little sun, then back to the Tunisian blanket. Yeah, good idea. It's very nice today. I really should get out on a walk. Maybe after we're done, I'll try to get out on my walk, because I haven't done that yet. So, okay. So we've done this. Okay, so we just need to single crochet in the first 20 and leave the rest unworked. All right, got it. So I do have to kind of count, or maybe I'll go like kind of halfway and then count. Fly by blanket hug at work listening. Hi, Sandy. Hope you're getting your work done, but I love it that you're lurking and working. Yeah, Amber, don't leave us. Come back. Yeah. I basically like have kind of had injuries here and there that have started preventing me from doing the workouts that I like to do. And so most recently I have an issue with my foot, and I can still walk, but I kind of have to put the pressure on my, like if these are my feet, I have to put the pressure on this side where my big toe is. I can't put it on that side. Otherwise I get sharp pain. So I could still walk, but it's not, I just have to be careful. You know what I mean? So I've got an appointment coming up for that. So that'll be fun. It's possible I might need surgery on that one. I've already had surgery on my other foot. So I was trying to avoid it, but it's getting to the point of causing pain. So we'll see. I told the doctor yesterday, I'm like, I don't want to stop working out because I'm losing weight. I'm feeling good. It's going to help with the pain, you know, that I deal with. Because obviously when you have pain and you are also have weight on you, that puts more pressure on your pain. So as I get lighter, it helps, you know, so I want to keep that going. And I know the last time I had the surgery on my other foot, that was 10 years ago, that I was working out. I was doing really good, had the surgery, couldn't work out. You know, it just puts a halt on all your progress. So I'm like, nope, we got to do stuff differently this time. So, oh, you're driving home now from Monique's But Listening. Thank you, Melissa. Glory of a mobile phone. I could take y'all with me. We're walking with Amber. I've thought about that, you guys, going live on my walks. I just think it might like visually make people sick, so I don't do that. I'm in Washington, Michaela. I'm up in Washington State in Southwest Washington. So kind of, we're like 30 minutes away from Portland, Oregon. So, which state are you in? But yeah, but it's nice today. So I think definitely a walk is in my future. We've had a lot of rain this week. I did walk yesterday, walked for like 45 minutes. I got a couple miles in, over 2 miles in. So I'll go again today. And yeah, If you remember last week, I told you one of the days I had walked all the way to my mom and dad's house, and they live, it's only like is it 2 miles? No, it's about 1.5 miles, I guess, away from our house. So it took me 26 minutes to get there. And then back, it shaved like a minute or two off. You're in Ohio. Nice. You're right, like right in the middle, right? Isn't Ohio's kind of in the middle if I've got my geography right? Oh, nice. Your pretty flowers. Lovely. Love it. So anyways, what was I saying? We were talking about, okay, yeah, went to mom's, came back. Yeah, so that day I went there, we had a coffee. Then I walked back. My dad had slept through the whole thing. And I guess he was really sad because he found out that I'd stopped by, and he was totally like, when we didn't even tell him, he was just sleeping the whole time. And so I guess the next morning he got up and he was like ready to go because he thought I was going to come over again. And then I didn't. And my mom was like, she wasn't going to do that every day. He just felt sad. So one of these days I need to get back over there. But oh, you should. You should come for a visit. That would be fun. Yeah. Washington is nice, especially this time of year, because if you're not a huge fan of rain, we're getting into the better weather. We like in the next 10-day forecast, we probably show 40 to 50% chance of rain on 3 of the days. So that's less than half. So it's getting there. We're slowly creeping into the summertime. You're in central Ohio, the center of the center. Isn't Ohio kind of in the center? If I'm remembering, I really should just look at a map. My son was so obsessive about geography for quite a while there. Like I would just start drawing. He's on the spectrum, so he hyper-focuses on stuff. So when he was hyper-focusing on the countries and everything else, I could literally start drawing a country I've never even heard of, because there's so many little countries in the different continents that, I mean, unless you are really into geography, you probably wouldn't know, right? I'd just start drawing it and he would just yell it out. It was crazy. Always amazed me. But yeah, he knew like all the states and where they were. So during that time, if you asked me, I probably would have had the right answer, but my brain doesn't keep stuff in there very well. You're more central of the country in Omaha. Yeah, Nebraska. Yucky weather, heavy rain, lightning, thunder. I hope it stops in 30 minutes when I get to go home. Oh my gosh. Where are you again, Sandy? Oh my goodness. Yeah. I think shade, your weather's probably very similar. I mean, although you are more north than Washington, but up in Canada. But it's probably similar. Probably lots of rain for you too, I would think. 93 in Florida today, and you need rain. Oh my goodness. Not far enough east to be East Coast, and just on the edge to be considered Midwest. Oh my gosh. You're like in that little cusp, that little pocket. Hello, Helix. Oh, you're all the way in Europe and Serbia. Okay, gotcha. Wow. So you're getting thunder, rain, heavy rain, and lightning. My goodness. Helix, what are you working on? What are you working on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 little ladybugs at the ladybug picnic. I was thinking about going to Joanne's today, but I'm like, no, Julianne, no. I gotta stop going. I don't have any room. But I feel like there's only a few days left, right? If they do close by the 28th, that's only 7 days left. You're working on what you're supposed to be working on. Oh no. I get it. I get it a lot. Yeah, no, I went down the rabbit hole that is figuring out what to teach your kid if you homeschool. Lisa's getting lots of rain today too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I am very happy to say that I don't believe we're getting any rain today. It's going to be a few days. It looked like it was towards the end of the 10-day forecast that we would get rain again. So, yeah. There's just so many options. It's just too many options. It's just like being back in the Banky aisle when we had babies, and you're just like, oh my God, there's 50 choices of Bankies. How am I supposed to figure out which one is right? You crocheted 24 roses? Wow. That's cool. What were those for? For funsies or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 3 more. Okay, almost there, 18, 19, and 20. All right. Gosh, 95 in Southern California. Oh my goodness. Oh, too hot. That's too hot for me. I don't like heat. I'm too fair skinned for that. I like just sizzle. It's like frying an egg, you know? Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. I like mild temperatures. So if it's raining, I don't mind it. Or if it's overcast, I don't mind it. If I can still go out like in a tank top. I don't like to be too cold or too hot. It's like, what is it? Goldilocks. Working on my pleasure piece right now. Oh, yeah. On those bad days, you got to have something fun and just get into a better headspace for sure. Above Washington last week and all long weekend, we got rain. Now it's finally getting warm again. And it was 41 degrees Fahrenheit, raining and windy. Yeah. Yesterday was weird. Yeah, there was a lot of kind of dark, sinister-y looking clouds that would go by. And I when I was out on my walk, I was chatting with Lana, and I'm like, don't sprinkle, don't rain. And then it started sprinkling. I'm like, please don't pour. And I made it back in time. I just got sprinkled on, so wasn't too bad. Roses are for my girls for their dance concerts next. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Oh, they're going to love those. You can't, yeah, Amber. I know Amber wants to go too. We are such enablers of each other, I feel. And I mean that in the most loving way, because it's just too much. It's fun, right? But just think, we won't have those conversations very much soon, right? Because, I mean, the only hauls we could have potentially are like Michael's, or if you order something from, I don't know, wherever you're going to order it from, Premier, Hirschner's, because if they're going to get Big Twist, that might be a good one. Go, Frizzy, go. Oh my gosh, Shade. Oh, you melt in the heat. Yeah, we had 1 year that had 113, and they were telling you stay in the house, close all your blinds, keep, open it up in the morning, try to get some cool air in, shut it off, and just telling you how to barricade yourself. Don't open the door for people, try to keep the coolness in. And yeah, I can get migraines and really bad headaches when I am out in heat like that. So you almost got to 115. Wow. Oh, Helix. You got to send me your address so I can ship that to you, by the way. Hello, Michael. How's it going? I like the raccoon picture. Cute. And Shade lives, yeah, right above Washington. Yep. Yours closes in 2 days. Mine started wearing buttons that the manager gave them that said something along the lines of, no, I don't know when we're closing, and no, I don't know, one other question that they were asked all the time. So it was pretty funny. I got a kick out of it. And she's like, yeah, it was kind of a joke, but we keep wearing them. Yeah, I didn't know Canada got that hot either, really. You love hot weather. I know. My sister-in-law used to joke that she could live in Arizona because she just loves, she's constantly cold. She always has a heating pad on her somewhere, like on her back or whatever, sitting in front of the fireplace. Just always loves that heat. And my son would be kind of along that same line. They must have been like lizards in a past life. Oh, wow. Some parts are dry heat and others are humid heat. So which is the best season to visit Canada then? Would it be like the fall or what do you think? Okay, so now I'm chaining one, I'm turning around, and then we just go back and forth for a few rounds. Okay, nice and easy. I'm just single crocheting. I don't have to think because now I've got two ends. So sweet. I take Nerdy tea for my migraine. Oh, that you used to get. I gotcha. Yeah, they tried to give me stuff for migraines and I did not like it. It was way too strong. I'd had bad effects, which are in some of these lives. I would start mushing words together, almost like slurring words together. Medicines and me don't always mix. So I was like, I am getting bad. I mean, this is mush mouth times 10, you know? I was like, I think I'm going to cut that one down or cut it out. Oh, you're over in Kentucky area. Gotcha. I can imagine it gets quite hot over there. Yeah, I visited Texas one year had an uncle out that way. So my other uncle and I went out for a visit and it was 115 degrees. My aunt at the time had leather seats in her car and she liked to go to antique shops. So we would get in the car. Of course, I would have shorts on. It's 115 degrees. And I'd have to peel myself off of her seats because she also didn't really have good air conditioning in there either. And peel myself off, go into these antique shops. And the antique shops don't have air conditioning. So they have giant fans that are attempting to circulate this really dry, stagnant air that's in there. Oh my goodness. Right, Kimberly? Yeah, run to Joanne's really quick. You're just like all over there. Oh my gosh. You love the heat in Utah? Because that's where you're at, right? You're in Utah? Desert, but never deadly hot. Yeah. I would rather have humidity than dry heat. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I was getting horrible headaches. I only lasted there for about a week. We were supposed to stay for a couple weeks and we ended up having to get an earlier flight out. I was like having to lay down in a darkened room and it was just terrible. So could not live in the southern states, that's for sure. April or early fall, end of September, early October, definitely. Not too hot, not too cold, unless you go out east towards Ontario. Oh, yeah. Then you probably get more extremes, huh? Most of Alberta doesn't have air conditioning either because they only get hot wave or heat wave, yeah, once a year. Yeah, isn't that interesting? A lot of the places out here actually, apartments wise, wouldn't come with the central air because it's usually not hot enough to need heating or cooling or whatever. So you just have like a little unit, not the central of it. And so we've had some more extremes in the past years. And so maybe that will change. But I remember thinking that was weird coming from California. Of course, you have air conditioning there because it does get hot and it does get cold, you know, but not too bad. Dry heat because then at least in the shade you get some relief. Humid heat you don't get as much, in my opinion. Yeah, because I got sprinkled on yesterday. It felt almost humid because I was like, you know, when it's humid you feel wet because you're perspiring, right? And there's water in the air and stuff. So that was how it kind of felt. And I'm like, oh, this isn't very fun. You live between the Manti-La Sal National Forest and the San Rafael Swell. You come across some pretty amazing things on your journeys with your fossil finding, and I bet you find a lot of really cool rocks and stuff out there too. I've never been to Utah other than to stop over on a flight, you know, on my way to somewhere on the East Coast. It stopped over Utah. So I got to see like some of the, what is it? It's like the red kind of canyony terrain, which is what I envision when I think of Utah, you know, from pictures and stuff. They get snow until the end of April sometimes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think the whole country's been experiencing weird weather. Lots of tornadoes too this year, it seems like. So I don't know. I don't know what you want to call it, but whatever it is, it's changing. It's definitely changing from how it's been, right? Yeah, you guys, if you haven't joined the Facebook group, Nightbot just dropped the link. So make sure you can pop on over there. It's free. You don't have to be a member to join that. If you're not a member though, and you'd like to be, I will just plug that right now because we have a lot of fun. We have very active Discord that's just for members. So we are on that all day pretty much. If we're working on stuff, we're just kind of like sharing pictures and whatever else we feel like sharing, you know? So that's lots of fun. And then, yeah, I do owe you guys another phone. I just dropped my Yip Yip. I owe you guys a little phone wallpaper. So for my inner hive and my royal hive, that's coming. I need to post that. And then I know I do also owe you guys another tutorial and pattern for those that are in those tiers as well. I did. Yes, I did. And hello, Felicia. How are you? It's great to see you again. Yeah, so I am kind of debating on some of the curriculum. Right, the way that we have it working right now, it's not working. I mean, we're getting through it because there's only a couple weeks left, or however long. I think that her school goes till June 11th ish. Because they don't count the snow days for online, the online school. And so, yeah, so hers will get out before James. But when I was looking at the other stuff, like, it's just, the curriculum is so dry. It's boring. It's repetitive. And she's bored to tears. I'm bored to tears. And so I've been trying to look up curriculum that's more interactive. I need to have some where it's not as parent involved, that she can kind of take the reins, at least for part of the day, just so I can get my own work and things done. And so I'm kind of like, I'm looking into different stuff. There's one that's all inclusive. It's called Time for the number 4 learning.com. That looked interesting. That one is very meant to be and kind of more independent, where they are working, they're working on their stuff. And I think there's also like tutors that assist. So there's that as an option. But then I also found a couple of sites that were specific to language arts and math. And they gamified the curriculum so that it made it fun for the kids. One was called the Night Zookeeper, I think it's called. That was the language arts one. And it's really trying to help kids get into creative writing and thinking and stuff. And so that seemed like a lot of fun. Very vibrant, super cartoony, lots of fun. I would have loved it. It's because it's like right up my alley with the illustrating and stuff. So I love that. She's not posted anything in quite a while. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Pam. Pam, if you're watching the replay, we miss you. Let's just drop us a line and let us know you're all right, because we're missing you. And yeah, we just want to make sure you're okay. I know she's planning her big trip. That was supposed to be around this time of the year. So it might be like that she's now on that trip that spans the states and stuff. I know that she was talking about kind of being off social media for a bit is what I'd heard. That's about it though. Oh, your kids love the Night Zookeeper. Yeah. So that one is supposed to be all language arts, which would be great. And then what was the math? the math one was called, what was it called, you guys? I think it was something with, I feel like it was something with B. I need to find it though. I like saved these up on tabs so that I could look at them again. So let's see here. Let me see what it's called. Nope, not that one. I also found one that looks interesting for music. They have one called Skoove, SKOOVE.com for piano, where it actually, you tell it what keyboard you have, it maps the keyboard out on an iPad, and then it shows the hands playing the songs and teaches them that way, which seems very interesting to me. And I mean, I would take it, so. So yeah, I'm like, oh, it's called Beast Academy, I believe. Okay, hang on. Yes, AOPS, Beast Academy. It's beastacademy.com is the other one. So that's specifically for math, and also looked really, really good. And then I did find some that were interesting, but I was very confused. And I mean, what else is new, right? But there was one on Pandia Press. And it's they have like for history, they had like a history quest series, I think it's called. So it looked interesting. And it was cool because it's showing how, hi, Janabelle, how's it going? And hello, Blind Stitches Creations. Hello, how's it going? Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Joy of Yarn. Thank you. I appreciate that. They're in lower grades. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, Felicia, I'm making one of these, but in pink. It's going to be a Yip Yip earring. Do you remember the Yip Yips from Sesame Street? I think we decided it was where they were from. So he'll hang probably. And then I'm making a pink one. So I'll have pink and purple. Yeah. So those I thought Amber would be good just because, I mean, the kids love playing those. My kids love playing video games. I'm going to fully admit it. And I'm okay with it. They love to play them with their friends, you know. So, but yeah, so I thought that would be a good way to make it more interesting to learn for her. But the other one that I was talking about, the history, and they also do science. The one thing I like about them is they use art. And you know how I feel about art. I love art. So they have the week scheduled so that on Wednesdays is your create day. So whatever you're learning about, like if say you were learning about world history or you know, what did Asia bring to the world or something like that, then on Wednesday you might make something. It could be a cooking thing, it could be an art thing, using a technique that was found in Asia, or you know, like there's very interesting, like I saw they took a paper bag, crumpled it, really like weathered it, and then painted on that to look like cave paintings and stuff. Like how cool is that, you know? So there, I like that. And then that could double as art, I think. So yeah, you wish that you just aren't sure if you're confident that they're enough. Well, I mean, I might be trying it out, so I'll be the guinea pig. Oh, we'll see you later, Sandy. Have a good rest of your day. You got your first 2 Etsy orders, a jumbo, or it was a loaf cat and a jumbo bunny. Oh, congratulations. So happy for you. That's great. It's always hard to start out, right? But once you get going and people see, especially if you can get them to do reviews, that's the big thing. So maybe after you've shipped them out, and if you wait a little bit, you might follow up and just say, hey, I really hope you loved your plushie. Please consider giving me a great review on the item. It really helps out my shop as I am just starting out and trying to grow it, you know. Yeah, it totally counts as art. Well, and the art they've been having her do is not up to snuff. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I want them to let kids be creative. I think that's my biggest issue with the way that they had the art. It's like, maybe you decide that we're going to use oil pastels or we're going to use chalk pastels or whatever. Let them come up with something themselves to draw with it. Like, or you could say maybe draw a landscape or draw draw a still life or something. But I feel like they tell them exactly what to do, and then this is how it's going to look, and everybody's is going to look the same, and it's like, come on, let them be creative, let them think of something themselves. Don't just give it to them and then they don't care about it, because they don't care about what it is that they're making you do. Like this week's, it's to make a mobile. They should have just said that, make a mobile, and this is how you could say this is how you can attach things to make the mobile part. But whatever you want to be hanging, you can draw your own characters. No, it's make the clouds with the what do you call them? The cotton balls, and glue them and do this, and then make a raindrop, and then make a lightning bolt, and then, so they were very, make it look like this. So it's just like very cookie cutter. It's not my idea of fun art, but what do I know? I'm just like, come on, just give them a concept and then let them be creative, Right. They can't explore their own creativity. And that was one thing that I struggled with as an artist too, is that, oh, you're in the house too. Good to see you, Abby. Was finding my own style, because so much of the art that is taught is just very cut and dry. Like, this is what we're drawing today. This is what we're doing today. And, you're not pushing kids to think outside the box. You're just giving them a box to stay in, I do. I want to, because she keeps telling me I have way too much yarn. Mom, you have way too much yarn. And I'm like, this is enough to last me probably the rest of my lifetime. And if you learn how to crochet, you also have a lot of yarn. I'll share. I'm really good at sharing. She just has to spend the time to, like, learn, and then hopefully find a love of it like we have, and then the sky's the limit, whatever she wants to make. Stacy's in the house. Hello, Stacy. How goes it, my friend? Oh, I'm glad that I just saw your message, Janabelle, that they left a 5-star review. That's great. That's what you need. That's how it's going to get back into the algorithm or whatever. I like when Mama G calls it Al's rhythm. I always get a kick out of that. Other day near my location, a tornado literally destroyed one of my local towns. Oh, wow. Which state again was that? Which state are you in, Abby? Oh my gosh, I know. I keep hearing stuff, and a lot of our people here even have had stuff that's come, those tornadoes have come a little too close for comfort. You see her creativity through dance. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Lizzie likes to dance. Lizzie likes to do makeup. Loves to do makeup. I could totally see her being either a makeup or hair stylist, a designer perhaps, because she's also into fashion, that kind of thing. I could see that being her way to do art. Yeah, for sure. You're also in Kentucky. Okay, cool. Not so bad. Not so cool though, the tornado having ripped through part of the local town. No bueno. I don't like the public school system. Only 3 ways to, yeah. Except for math. They'll give you like 5 ways to do math, and you're like, you could give me a few less. Just give me 1, maybe 2. Nice. Ice pop break, right? You just got a new laptop. Can't believe how much stuff I had set up to do YouTube. You're downloading plugins and all that fun stuff. Oh my gosh. I know. Whenever you have to set up a new machine, a new electronic, it's just. I always have my husband help me because I'm just like, I don't know. That's not true. I don't always. I need to actually. I have a Silhouette for making stickers, paper cutting, all that. And it's connected to my old laptop. This is a laptop that doesn't work unless it's plugged in, one of those, you know? And it's because I installed the software for Silhouette on the old one. Now I need to install it on my newer one so that I can just send it from here. Except like I have to figure out, where did I put the USB thing? And then I have to figure out, how did I do that before? You know, it's been a while and where are the instructions? That's what's preventing me. So that's like always becoming a tomorrow problem. Then tomorrow I'll say it's a tomorrow problem. We'll just keep pushing it out. Yeah, I don't like doing those things. Just like I don't like going and getting a new phone or a new car or anything like that, because it just takes so long if you go to those places. And then they try to sell you everything under the sun, and no, I don't want to be there for 6 hours. Thank you very much. No, thank you. That's why I still have the old iPhone with only one camera on the back. And I keep telling myself, I just need to bite the bullet, just get it done, just get the new one so that I can actually film on a better screen, better camera. But I just don't want to go in. Oh, all right, Janabelle, have a good rest of your day if we don't see you again. I was set up on my son's laptop, so I can't use that to continue. Yeah. My son, whenever he gets something, like he got me to get him, I think it was Canva, a subscription for Canva, because for a while there he was making a lot of stuff on Canva. Actually, that reminds me, I should talk to him about that, because if he's not using it, then I should be able to take it on, because that's what I use for doing thumbnails, and I use Canva for a lot of stuff. But so far I've been working off of my sister-in-law's subscription, and I think she wants to cancel it, so I need to find another option. He just didn't want to share. He doesn't want to see my stuff with his stuff. He only wants to see his stuff, if that makes sense. So I'm like, son, you're making this too difficult. Does she? Stacy looks like Allison Hannigan. Also from Buffy. She's Willow, right? Right? That's who Allison Hannigan is, I think. So, anywho, what are you all doing this weekend? Do you have any plans yet? I know we're only halfway through the week, but hey, you might have plans. We were thinking of looking up to see if there was any good deals on places at Seaside. I don't know if we'll actually get over there, but we would like to do another one soon, if it's not raining. Hi, Mandy. How goes it? No worries. Work meetings. I get it. I gets it. Canva is awesome. That's how I design my husband's t-shirts. You can order through them too. Yeah, you can. Yep. Canva allows you to do ordering printables as well, like flyers and things. I want to say I ordered from them one time. For a while there, like I would use Vistaprint if I needed business cards or bookmarks or something like that. And Blind Stitches is working and lurking. Working on a Vintage Vibes throw by One Yarn Addict. Ooh, oh, Juan. That's probably Juan, right? Nice. Vintage Vibes. That sounds lovely. Oh, Lori's at Joanne's. You have a problem. Okay, so what does the yarn situation look like at yours? Is it full of yarn? Mostly gone? Tell us the details. Tell us all the things. I want to go today, but I don't know if I'm going to. Because I don't know about you guys, but if my area, and it is kind of messy right now. I get stressed if my area becomes a mess. And when you bring more stuff in, i.e. more yarn, and then don't have a place to put it, and it's in the bags, and it's just bags upon bags upon bags, that causes more mess, more stress, right? You spent 100, but you probably saved 150 or more, right? So, but yeah, so I end up stressing myself out because I buy more things and then I don't have a place to put them yet. So I don't know. But at the same time, I'm like, but it's going away. I won't get to go there very much anymore. You know, I feel like I need to go at least one more time. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll let you know tomorrow if I go today. I'll come on live again and then we'll chat if I bought anything or if I managed to stay away. Lots of menagerie. Oops. Lots of menagerie, a fair amount of blanket yarn, and some Big Twist Value. Yeah, Big Twist Value, it seems like they've got quite a bit of. And with that yarn, like that's really good yarn for Amis. But I don't know what I'm going to need. So, and I have quite a bit of random colors for things because I bought so much to do like the Muppet characters and such. So it's hard. I don't know that I want to buy a bunch of that one. I've just been mostly buying the variegateds, the ombres, stuff like that. So, no, I lost one of my things here. Okay, 60% off everything, then 50% off total. They close in 2 days. Wait, so they're 60% off of everything, and then they ring it up and they take half off of whatever that is? Is that like countrywide? I have a lot of the menagerie. I had one of my friends on the streets, Andy, she got me some that she had at hers. I got her some that I had at mine. We did a switcheroo with it. And then, so I have at least 3 skeins, if not more, of maybe 4 or 5 different colorways. You're going to go after work, Lisa? Nice. Did Kitty come in and I missed her? Did Kitty come in? Kitty, are you there? I don't see Kitty. I might have missed her. Kitty, if you're there, say hello. Hi, Kimmy. How's it going? Glad you could join us for a bit. Probably head out here pretty soon. We still have a little bit of homework to do, but not too much. All right, hang on. Now I can't see where the next one is. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think you guys are still talking about Allison Hannigan. Am I right? Okay. I've reached the end again. In Florida, and yes, closing doors. Oh, she was Googling something. I gotcha. She's lurking and looking for something on Google. Yeah, I got to decide if I'm going to go or not. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. I really don't need yarn. I don't need yarn, and I don't need thread. So I've been selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace because I am destashing a lot of my paper craft stuff. I just don't have the time to do paper crafting and junk journaling like I might want to do. I did save, I don't think you guys can see it. Okay. Over here, no, yes, over here. See that aqua color one? That is a binder of ones I got at Dollar Tree, actually. They had, for a very small amount of time, that's some really cool stationery and stickers and stuff. So I organized it all And so every single one of those is in there. So if I want to junk journal, I have some supplies for that. But I did de-stash a lot of my stuff. Mama G, hello, hello. You're going to be lurking. Nice to see you. It was 50% off your total of everything here after the 60. Fabric only sold by bolts now. Oh, wow. I know I've bought quite a bit of fabric too lately. Bought quite a bit. It's 80 degrees here in Atlanta. I love the heat. I'm from Jamaica, so I'm used to it. I was born in the summer, July, so it's my favorite season. Aw. Oh, I wish I liked the heat. If I can be in the shade and it's hot, I can handle it better. The direct heat is just so, too much for me. Oh my gosh. I was literally told not to go anymore the rest of the month. Yeah, but they're closing, Amber. They'll be gone by the end of the month. And then what? Then we're gonna be like bartering on the YouTube streets. We'll be like, does anybody have the hummingbird menagerie? I'm looking for it. Anybody? We'll all be hunting for yarn in each other's stashes. You bought the cute fabric with bees? Oh, that makes me happy to hear. I love it. Yeah, I had one gal she bought some from me. Then she messaged again and was like, I want this one, and this one. I'm like, okay. So she came and got those. And then she's like, are you going to be posting anything else? So I was like, well, maybe. I don't know yet. It'll be, you like Hobby Lobby, yeah. Yeah, so far I have a lot of like the little, what do they sell them in? The little square ones. I think it's a yard when you buy fabric. So I've got a bunch of those that I could use for different things. And I do want to eventually do some plushies hand sewn and stuff because I think that would be fun. But I've got these ones. I got this stack of fabrics. So yeah, and then this was the I think I showed you guys the PJ pants that I got the pattern for. But I might get a different pattern for like my size, maybe my mom's. This one only goes up to extra large for men. So might need to have some more options, So yeah, I got those to play with whenever I decide I'm gonna get my sewing machine back out again. And then I reorganized, so all my thread is now in this bin that I had for paper crafts. So I managed to put it all in this one bin, and I can show you that one if you want. Ooh. See? All my thread, you guys. So I got my little carrier. I've got my pearl thread. And this is also pearl thread. This is for Amis. I use the pearl DMC pearl thread for Amis. And then the rest, this one I organized. This is the ones I need for that spring, summer, fall, winter nature project that I want to do. That's cross stitch. And then I got this set, which is not DMC, but does have some of the colors I didn't have before. And then I've got all of this. This is all full of different colors of thread that I just haven't had a project for. You can see them better that way. There you go. Do I have enough? Probably. Hey, if you think about it though, cross stitch does not take up as much space as some other crafts do, right? I mean, this is all contained. And the only other thing I have besides this are the holders for my Ida claws. I have a couple of holders for them. Oh, I did get this. This was from, this is the plastic canvas. You can see the holes for cross stitching because there's some amazing patterns that people make three-dimensional things. Like there's somebody that made a three-dimensional transformer. My husband really wants me to make him. It's Optimus Prime, and he actually transforms, which is pretty darn cool. So it's on Etsy, or at least that's where I originally saw it. But yeah, if you just look up cross stitch transformer, you'll probably find it. Do Mary Maxim, Premier, and Hirschner's, but honestly, after this, I really shouldn't need yarn for like 3 years. Oh my gosh. I don't think I probably won't ever need more yarn, but I mean, that just, I don't like to put a cap on myself like that. Oh, it's stuffing with all this terrible eyelash yarn that I bought 3 years ago. Yeah. Eyelash yarn's not the most fun to work with. I getcha. It's not my favorite. It's just hard to see the stitches. You know, I often would run the eyelash yarn with an acrylic yarn because, like, if I was making a soot spray or something, I wanted it to be fuzzy, but I also want to be able to see the stitches, and you need it to have some substance. So I'd run it with like an acrylic yarn. Still have to finish my second hair scrunchie. It's hard to find time to crochet when I have to teach. Yeah. Yep, I get it. I get it. Let's see. I feel like I missed something. Nope, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. So, anywho, let me see how many rows I'm supposed to do. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So, 7 rows. I don't know that I did 7. No, I didn't. I did not. So I have another couple more, I think. Actually, I'll tell you, yeah, I think I have 3 more actually. 3 more rows, and then I think then you start to sew the 2 sides together to create the top of the head. I keep finding blanket patterns too that I like. I'm saving them. I'm not doing them yet. I'm going to make sure I get done with whips and things before I attempt any kind of a blanket, but I do enjoy them. I want to make some bags though. That's actually what I originally bought the fabric for, was to do them as inner linings for bags. But then as I was looking at them, I'm like, that's kind of, you have to buy 2 yards, right, from Joann's. So 2 yards is way more than you need for an inner lining on a bag. So I started thinking PJ shorts or PJ pants, and then it was even more fun to look at fabric. I just love going to Joann's. I'm sad that they're out of business, but I noticed that Michael's is now selling fabric. They don't have that much though. It's more like maybe 2 aisles-ish, 2 or 3 at least the one that we have that's close by. So prices seem reasonable, but they don't often have somebody manning the cutting counter. At least when I went, they didn't. So I don't know. I think it's an okay option, but like, where are you, people that sew? Where are you going to get your fabrics from? Are you going to order fabric, or like, where do you normally shop for that? I feel like Joann's was the one place to go. So if I do get the sewing bug and decide that I want to start making stuff at some point, it'd be nice to know where to go to. So anyway, but yeah, I want to do I've got all those granny square yarns that I need to still figure out my tension and what hook size to use to get the gauge right. And then I can use those to make bags and such. And maybe some cardigans would be nice. Hobby Lobby. Oh, they have fabric there. Gotcha. 2, 4. All right. I feel like there's got to be somewhere online that sells fabrics. I'll probably have, yeah, I don't think Mary Maxim, Hirschner's, those are just yarns, right? I think you were just talking about the yarns. Canada, we have a store called Fabricland. That sounds lovely. Only sell fabric and patterns. That's how Joann's used to be, right? And then they kind of bit off more than they could chew, I think. And so that's why that's probably one of the many reasons why they're having to closed down. You're not a huge fan of Michael's. You're going to Joanne's after work, Mandy. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. I might go. I kind of really feel like I want to. I kind of really feel like I want to. I'm giving myself, that's clearly me giving myself an out if I need one. Oh, I forgot about Walmart, Rita. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, I remember seeing tons of fabric at Walmart. I can definitely do that. Hit up one that's closer to my work, but I don't usually go to. Ooh, so you'll find, is it a big one or a smaller one? Or I would go back to the big one because they just have way more. I don't think the smaller one's getting that many shipments in. So the bigger one though's got just yarn. Literally every aisle pretty much has yarn on it. In fact, when I found this one, I almost didn't find this one. It was literally on the bottom shelf of a central unit in the sewing area, not like where all the fabric bolts are, but the sewing area where you like get the sewing machines, if you know what I mean. It's kind of closer to the cutting counter, at least at mine. It was randomly those 3 boxes of the 3 different colorways were just sitting there, and I just happened by, you know, just went down the aisle, and then I was like, what? What is that? Yes. Coming home with me. You have 2 big Joannes still open. Yeah. I have 1 big one and 1 smaller one. So.
Did they give you an update on my package?
No, honey.
Do you think it's almost here though?
Probably.
Yay! Like an hour?
She's waiting for a package to be delivered.
Don't tell them what it is.
I'm not. So funny. She's like, when's it coming, Mom? I'm like, oh my gosh. Because, you know, they tell you it'll come sometime before 10 p.m. So that's all the information you get. And she's like, so what time is it coming, Mom? I'm like, I don't know. Sometime before 10 p.m. So is it going to be like right after lunch? Probably. So like it's going to be probably in the next couple of hours then, right, Mom? Do your kids do that? It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know. Stop asking questions. You watched one of my videos from 4 years ago. Was it I saw you had commented on the border, the Iris stitch border, I believe it was, that I did for one of the corner to corner graph cans. Yeah, I've got, well, the channel next year, you guys, it will be my 10-year podiversary next year. So we will definitely do something then. So it's going to be, I want to say it's beginning of April will be the podiversary. So we'll have to have a 10-year podiversary party. That will be fun. I know, I don't work for UPS or USPS. Don't ask. I don't have an answer for you. I'm just guessing, you know? And I said, the thing is it's like I'm, you know, blank if I do, blank if I don't. I don't want to say the word, but because if I tell her a time and it doesn't come by that time, then she's going to get mad at me. And I was just basically making up that time because she's pushing me into a corner and like, children. Party. Yes, parties are fun, right? Yeah, I've got some things so far. Just like I'm slowly gonna compile stuff for doing as giveaways and all that. So I'm sure we'll do all the fun things, giveaways and such. Thank you. Yeah, it's been quite the road. I mean, it used to be called Ink and Stitches. So FRIZZY'S hasn't been around for 10 years, but the YouTube channel has been, and I've been teaching the crochet amis for that long. So, but yeah. I think my filming has gotten a lot better than it used to be, but I've kept the old videos up, so you can always find those too. How far away her birthday is, and then I tell her, and she's like, how many days is that? How many hours is that? Oh my gosh, are we there yet? Are we there yet? How many more minutes? Oh my gosh. No patience, no patience. Thank you, Shade. Yeah, I totally missed the Potterversary this year, so apologies. I thought it was one point of the year, and then like I thought it was in April. I thought it was partway through April, and then I think it was actually the end of March. It starts congratulating or whatever, and I'm like, I totally missed it completely. Winsom's in the house. Winsome. So good to see you. What are you working on? Are your hands back to feeling okay so you can make your minis again? I hope you're through the pain of too many minis, too little time. Shy, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. What are you working on today? Shy took the week off from streaming, so I hope your week's been going lovely. So, okay, I think we're at, actually, is that 7? I think that might be the 7th row. Or I could be wrong. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. Okay, I think I need one more, and then I'll have 7 rows, which is what I need for the Yip Yip. Yip Yip. Everybody saying hi to everybody. My answer is always, does it look like we are there yet? No, then we aren't there yet. Make a shrimpy for my friend's birthday today. Oh, that's exciting. There was this thing that my kids, for a while there, when I would just be like, no, we're not there yet. There was something that came out. It must have been from a parent. It was like a cartoon drawn up that says, are we there yet? Not yet. Are we there yet? Not yet. And then they keep going, not yet. And then it says like, let's play a game. Do, 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 do. Look at where we are. Do, 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 do. And they literally drive off of a cliff. Because they got distracted, I guess. And so the kids would start singing that and laughing. Oh my gosh. Like, well, it's probably not a good idea to keep bugging me while I'm driving, you know. Shy's doing her nails. This is David on Shy's laptop. She's watching on the telly, though, and she says, hi. Ooh, she's doing her nails. That's exciting. Yeah, I don't know. I just cut my nails. I don't like them too short, though. I need a little bit of nail because it helps with crocheting, in my mind anyway. So, ask Shy if her Labubus ever came that she was waiting for. That one that we think is maybe lost in the mail. I just always mimic that back to annoy them. And then they stop, right? You're like, yeah, Mama wins. I feel like nowadays kids are too smart for their own good. My son will, like, he can be very logical, and the whole techniques that used to work don't work on him. And the because I said so also doesn't work on him either. So, you know, he can somehow make sense of something to get what it is that he needs or wants. So I'm like, yeah, you won that round. Let's round 2, fight. Oh my goodness. Okay, where's the stitch? Does it sometimes they're shiny, right? The thread yarn. Sometimes it's hard to see the stitch. They almost look like there's 2 and then there's only 1, or the other way around. Or maybe that's because I made a mistake on a round. I'm just seeing my flub up. I don't know. I don't know. But we're getting somewhere. Your 6-year-old throws tantrums for no reason, so we just go over to the top and imitate her, and then she gets embarrassed and stops what she's doing. Yeah. It went back to Poland, and it's being sent again. Well, hopefully this time it doesn't get lost in transit. How frustrating. Yeah, I know. the postal service stuff is just very frustrating. I mean, the package I sent to Shy, I almost probably did get almost sent back here, but ended up, I don't know what, I think Shy and I were talking about it or something. I'm like, has this stuff come yet? And she's like, no. So I started tracking it down and found it was just sitting in a warehouse in Sweden. And I was like, why is it sitting in the warehouse? They wanted more money for something. So I was like, all right, here. Now, but it sat in there for probably another week and a half, I think, before Shy was finally having to contact them. Like, hey, give me my package, you know? Dee's in the house. Hi, Dee. Hi, Frizzy. Yes, I'm going to be on Dee's Creative Hands Crochets channel. So, Dee, please drop your link. Tomorrow, I will be joining Dee on her side of the YouTube streets. That's going to be at, make sure I have this right, Dee, but it's 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, correct? I believe that's the time that we were talking about. Is that what I wrote on my calendar? I think. Yes, that's what I put down. My 18-year-olds throw tantrums like 6-year-olds, so it doesn't get any better. Ugh, no, don't tell me that. Hi, Emily, and Tammy's in the house. Yeah, you guys, make sure to pick up Dee, and then if you guys are around at that time tomorrow, yeah, she's having me on her channel. It's going to be fun. Polygel nails. Ooh. But you do them all yourself because you know how to do all that, which is pretty darn cool. No, Felicia, no, I haven't. Now, I think you were on when I was doing the Hexie wrap. I've not finished it yet. I am going to finish it. I promise. I will do that. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hi, Arrow. Welcome in. Duck D, yarn is flying your way. Woohoo! Oh, and you're going to try polygel sometime. Nice. And Amber's got, oh, you're going to be there tomorrow, Arrow? Awesome. Yes, that's going to be fun. Amber's got 37 more rows of color. 37 more rows of color than 5 of the border. 37? Is that right? That seems like more than repeating the color twice. I don't know. Interesting. Yes, everybody's saying hi to everybody. Yeah, that'll be fun. That will be fun. Okay, I'm on the last row of the Yip Yip's head. Then I have to, I think, fold it in half. Let's see. Yeah. Wait, single crochet in each stitch. Do not turn. Oh, I have to do one more round. I see. So on the 22nd round, they have you go back and then fold it and then go back up the head. So that way, when you get there, you're at the base of the head, the back part right here. So it makes it a little pointier. Mama G's still looking and working. Are you dyeing yarns, Mama G? I can't wait to see them. I saw you had a video go up that was talking about naming the different hanks. And I need to sit down and really try to embody the color that you've chosen so I can come up with some good ones. Oh, it's 18 rows per repeat. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hi, Violet. How's it going? Oh, good night, because I have a headache and I feel like, oh no, yeah, rest your eyes, make it dark. Yeah, just try to plow through the night. Hopefully it goes away soon. Oh, you're crocheting a poncho with your own yarn. How's it working up? That's lovely. Look, Mama G, this is my bougie shelf. I don't think I've gotten to show you that. Oops. Hang on, you guys. Hang on. I'll be right back. I have to get the door really quick. Be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
got it. We got it.
I don't know. Okay, I'm back, you guys. I'm back. Apologies. Sorry about that. I'm selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and she hadn't given me a time on when she was coming over, so I'm like, it's going to happen when it's during my live, and it did. Anyway, I ran. But yeah, it's my bougie shelf. It's mostly Mama G and Rusty's, but down here, the pink and brown one is from D, and then these ones are from Seattle somewhere. Some bougie shop up there that my sister-in-law shopped at. You did! You dyed the crow colorway in a sport weight. Yay! I love that colorway. I'm just taking a deep calming breath. I really shouldn't get winded from running upstairs, but I do. I'm excited for the crow one. I'm leaving water behind. Do we, Helix? Which one? The purples and blacks and stuff? Oh, the white, green, and pink one. Oh, Shy, are you still here? Shy, this one, this is like right up Shy's alley. She loves pink and mint green together. And when I saw it, I was like, yeah. So it's just so pretty. I like to kind of open it a little so you can see the different. I don't have an, what do you call it? What's the thing that opens up like an umbrella? And then you kind of, a Swift. I don't have a Swift. But yeah, this is like totally Shy's vibe when I got those. So yeah, and then I got a lot of the purples, and I did get one. This is a really cool one because it actually has some hints of green. Look at that. It's like right up in space. I love it. So pretty. Oh, Shy's still here? What'd she say? Did she say anything about the pink and green? Pink and mint green, pretty much. You get a little bit, like where the colors mix, you get a little bit that has some purple in there, but it's mostly, I would say, mostly pink and mint green. So, I know, I love that. It's like you get to see colors that you're not expecting. Where I feel like when you buy yarns from the store, everything just feels very purposeful. Whereas when you get the hand-dyed yarns, you feel like there's that extra, there's the creativity of whoever's dyeing the yarns, right? She still wants to see the Labubu. I know, I'm supposed to do a video. I can go get her though. You want me to go get her? So I'm doing another one, Shy, and it's a wee boo-boo. It's a wee boo-boo. We'll say that. If you guys don't know what Labubus are, I don't blame you. I don't know that they've been around that long. They're so unique. That's what I love about it. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I love about those hand-dyed yarns. Like, oh, and the ones with the flex in there where you're making them look like you know, the feathers of a bird where you can see the little speckles of different colors in certain spaces. Like, ugh, just so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so Labubu. I was trying to see if Lizzie left Noodle in here. That's the name of Lizzie's Labubu that I made. I don't think she's in here. I don't think she's in here. And I don't know if I want to show, I mean, I could show you, but she's literally only got one arm and one leg right now, and no face and no ears. So it's kind of sad. So I probably shouldn't, or I can, here. Lizzie? Liz? Liz? She can't hear me. She can't hear me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you guys want me to go get Noodle, I can go get Noodle, but she was shown the other day because I had her off to the side on the table, and Lizzie didn't know that I was trying not to show her because I've started filming the video. I just haven't actually edited it or anything. And so I was going to share it and I'll still share the video. I'm still going to do the video, but hey, Lizzie.
Yes?
Can you bring Noodle in? Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Wait, you want to see my finished puppet dragon?
Oh, yes. She's into making puppet dragons, so Lizzie wants to share her puppet dragon.
I made this.
Oh, wow. That's pretty. She even took flowers from the garden.
Uh-huh.
Pretty.
And then I glued this on.
Yeah, that looks great. There's a creator that is kind of famous for doing those, right?
Which one?
I don't know. The gal that does all the ones that you were watching when you figured out how to do them.
No.
No?
That was just a random tutorial that I found.
Oh. No noodles for shy. It's okay. Oh my gosh. It's too funny. All right, so we've just finished.
Take a bite.
Bye. Okay, so I've done the 7. Okay, so pretty good job. Yes, they all liked it, Lizzie. Okay, so now I'm going to chain 1, turn it around, and I have one more go back that will then close off the face. So we'll finish that up, and then I'll probably head out after that, but we'll finish this up. She makes so many of those. She wanted me to make one time with her, so I made a small one. It was like that big. You could really only put like your 2 little fingers in. Hers are always really big, so you could put a whole hand in there, but yeah, I made a little one because I'm like, I don't have enough time to sit here and make a giant one. And plus, I always get a little, if the art piece is too big, I get overwhelmed. I kind of like working on a smaller scale sometimes. Wasn't that cute? Yeah, I think she does a really good job. She's very artsy. Oh, nope, never mind. I thought we were going to have a noodle appearance, but no. Your kids make them too? Yeah, there was a YouTuber that plays a bunch of shorts and will kind of show the dragon, and then like we'll flip it and it'll be kind of almost like a good and bad side of the dragon. Bad meaning like evil. But yeah, she has a good time with them. You're supposed to like tape them all together and do all these things, and so now I'll find that my packing tape is gone and I'll have to go searching for my packing tape when I need to ship something. I'm like, she stole my packing tape again. Oh, yes, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, make sure you guys do the thumbs. That helps the channel. It's much appreciated. And consider joining the membership if you're interested in continuing to support me here. That's another great way to do it. And we get to hang out and do additional things. And I usually try to do an extra live each week for my members. There's been a couple weeks here where I haven't had a good headspace to be able to do anything extra. But I feel that I'm on the right track for getting that back to normal again too. So So yeah, you know, some days we've got lots of, I know Mama G they talk about spoons a lot. Sometimes you have a lot of spoons and you can even share those with others. And there's some days where you don't have enough even for yourself. And you need that time to just get them back or find them again, you know? Okay. So now we get to make the face. So let's do the face real quick. Single crochet in each stitch. Do not turn around the side. Along the bottom of the mouth and up along the side. Oh. Brings you to the top. Oh, wait, we don't pinch it yet. Haha. All right, all right. I have to read it because I don't remember how I did the other one. You have to, you're single crocheting around, down the sides, then the opening, all the fun stuff. Oh my goodness. You know, when I first started doing these Yip Yips, I'm like, oh, I'm going to make so many of all these different colors. But now I'm kind of like, okay, I might be done. That's right. Be happy. Yes. Yes, we all, there's just some days where I think, you know, it's okay. We all need those days, right? And I think it's just nice to put a post up and say, hey, you guys, like, it's just not happening today or whatever, just so everybody knows not to worry. You know, because we worry about each other if you go on every day and you don't go on, and then we're like, what's going on? Everything okay? You know? All right, Ricky, I hope you have a good rest of your day and night. It's night for you. Yes. All right, so now we're down to the bottom. I feel like, hang on, bear with. Yeah, you know what? That's making it curl in, though. That's not right. Something is not right. Something is quite wrong. I think maybe I did go up one too many. I did. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. We're frogging a little bit, not a lot. Just one row. I had one row too many. So, yeah, what's everybody working on? Shai's getting her nail, or she's doing her nails. Yeah, when they want you to do the single crochet around the edge, you want to be able to see that outer braid, and it was curling in. That's why I knew I'd done too many rows. So, find out the hard way. Did you make the... That's what I'm working on, Kimmy. I'm working on this second Yip Yip earring. So, I haven't put the earring pieces in yet. So, the other one is here, and then I need to string them up. And then this is the pink one that's going to be on the other side. Yay! I'm so excited to be seeing you on your live, Mama G. I'll be there. So I might go to Joanne's in between our lives. I'm debating. I kind of want to go, though. But I'll be back in time. But yes, hugs and see you later for sure. Yeah, you guys, make sure... as we're winding down the live, please go ahead and drop your drops. You can just put the word drop in. Nightbot will drop your channel so you guys can pick each other up. You're doing your nails too right now, Winsome? Nice. I don't go to get my nails done very often. And the last time I went with Lizzie, and it was just so crazy expensive. It's like I don't do that very much. If I do, it'll be to get her nails done because she's more of a fashionista than I am, you know. I don't mind like painting my own nails, that's fine. But as far as paying that much to get my nails done, I just can't rationalize it. So yeah. Yes, there we go. Okay, Lori's channel drop, Mama G's channel drop. Make sure you pick her up. Mama G goes live. It's 3 o'clock my time, which is 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that's in just a couple hours here. So yeah, Mama G and Rusty will be on. I highly recommend that you guys go over there, subscribe to the channel, And then in any video, just put in the comments that Frizzy sent you because they're doing a giveaway for referring a friend. So I'm referring all of you guys over to Mama G's channel. And they are trying to reach 4K subscribers before their 4-year podiversary, which is coming up in August. So we're trying to get them there. They're, I think, like 200 subscribers shy, maybe less than that now. So yeah, we're trying to corral everybody here in the crochet YouTube streets. Yes. Amber's got her channel. Amber's live every morning. It's for me, it's early morning. So Pacific time, Amber goes on at 5:30 in the morning. So 5 to 6 to 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. Yay! So far, you're already subscribed to everyone, Lori. Good. Yeah, exactly. Tell them Frizzy sent you. That's right. Even if you go into the live later, just say, "Hey, Frizzy sent me." I think that's a fun idea. You refer a friend, you know, but you have to have some way of like tracking that, which is why if you let them know that I sent you, then that's how they're tracking it. So that's funny. Let me know how that works out at the end of it all. I guess we'll find out, right? If you get to the 4K. Hey, Moonrose, how you doing? How's it going? There we go. Yo, all. I like that. Yo, what's up? And there is Create and Relate, which is Stacy's channel. Stacy's been going live quite a bit too, if you guys enjoy lives. So she's been going live quite a bit lately. I want to be on so many of your guys' lives, and I apologize if you don't see me there. It's just so many things going on right now with doing Lizzie's school, and then I'm also still working on the Bravo books with Kim Fortune, who's on Fortunate Creations. If you guys haven't picked her up, she's got her channel there. So she comes on usually in the mornings on the weekend. Happy time zone, yes. Exactly. I know it's always so amazing to me that, you know, we're all at such different places in the world and meeting up at different times, and it all works out some way or another, right? We all get to catch each other at some point during the day. It's just fun. Lori, are you on Facebook? Not with my channel. I'm in Insta, though. It's in my info box because it's a little different than my channel. Gotcha. I'm so bad with social media, you guys. I know it's what I need to do, but I just don't enjoy it. Like reels and making shorts and stuff and posting on Instagram, I don't enjoy it at all. So, yeah. The most that I do for the most part is like a short here and there on YouTube. I can't even get myself to post the same short on TikTok. Like, I just don't. It just doesn't bring me joy to have to do all of those things. And I know I need to, but am I the only one that feels like that? I don't think so, but I need to get better about it. I know. It's like one of the big ways to grow a channel, doing shorts, you know. Tina subscribing to everybody. Yay, good job. All right, now I get to close the head. And okay, it says do along the bottom of the side of the row, bring you to the top, pinch the top, slip stitch in the first 4 stitches along the top to start closing it. Oh, and then so they have you chain 24. I don't do that because I'm making them earrings. They make the Yip Yips with the loop so you can then hang them from something because they're making bigger ones. Hi, Jen. How's it going? What you doing? What you up to? All right, so we are going to start by slip stitching. We're just going to slip stitch all the way across. That's basically what I'm doing. If I can get the stitch to work with me. Come on, stitch. Hang on, let's try it again. I am going to get the loop on my hook. Here we go. All right, I got through the first one. It's easiest, I think, if you just do one at a time instead of trying to get through both at once. But I'm just trying to get in this corner space, and it's not. Or oh, wait, nope. Oh, shoot. You take one step forward, two steps back, you know? Pulls it out of the other one. She tries again. She only catches one loop. Good job, Amber. 2 left to do. Less than 2 days to finish. She's trying to finish a blanket for her son who's got surgery coming up on Friday. So she's got a crunch time now to try to get this gigabyte blanket done, right? But he's going to, I mean, he already knows about it, right? But that's just going to be such a nice thing for him to cuddle with when he's out of surgery. So, good mama. Making him something nice. Okay, I'm trying it again. All right. Oh, we did it. Did we do it? That's one of the only things I don't like about Pearl is that, so it has 2 strands and it notoriously get into one, but not both. And they're also really small, so I feel like I really should wear my glasses, but I don't know. I don't have time. Jen? Did you miss her? Yeah, she came in. Jen. Asking when yeah, he's like, is it done yet? Not yet. Is it done yet? Not yet. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Lizzie was like that when I was making the Labubu for her. She's like, Mom, it's not done yet. She wanted to snuggle it that night. I'm like, I'm going to finish it tomorrow morning. You're not going to finish it tonight, Mom? No, not yet. Because I get to this certain point, like I like to watch my K-dramas at night, you know. And so if it's 9:30 and I haven't started them yet, I'm like, okay, everything has to go away. I need to just watch my K-drama before bed. So that's pretty much the be-all end-all time that if I'm gonna watch an episode, I better do it because I'm gonna pumpkin real fast. And you can't read if you're falling asleep, you know what I mean? So I do hit a certain hour that I'm like, okay, I'm missing some words and I'm not understanding what I'm reading because I must be blinking really long in between the sentences here. So, yeah. That was me last night. I'm like, I've been putting the K-dramas away before 10 lately. And then I get ready and sitting in there looking on Pinterest until my eyes get heavy. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed, you know. But I fall asleep with everybody's creativity up in my head. So it's a nice place to be. I love looking on Pinterest. I find lots of fun things to, like I have lists of things I want to make someday, you know, all the wearables and things. All the felt characters are on there. Now sewing patterns too. So almost done with this part. I still have to make the eyeballs. I still have to do the strands, which don't take long. The strands don't take that long. And I think I'm going to add a few more. I'm going to add a few more to the purple one too, because you're supposed to do 1 strand in each of the back loops that you've left behind at the base. And so I did that on the front of the purple one. I did not do that on the back side though. And on the back side, I just was going every other one, but I think I need to go back. Gotten to where it isn't doable. You're pushing to get as much done as I can before I give up to go to, yeah. It's just gotten so big at this point, right? They become very cumbersome to work with when they get that big. Okay. I think I've got 1 more stitch or maybe 2. We're getting up to the corner point. On a dog, that's what I would call the nodule, which is not a word. Nodule? Nodule? No, I don't know. you know, like on a golden retriever or like a lab, they have that little like, kind of like on Pluto, right? They have this little ball thing on the top. It's like a bone, I think, of his skull, really, but always called it the nobule, which is my own word, I think. So that's kind of what this little Yip Yip has, is it goes up to a point. So I'm going to do one more, and then that's the last stitch. Where's my... I found out the other day on Panda's Live, you guys. Remember how I told you that I have left-handed scissors because I clearly did not read the label? I have not one pair. I have 2 pair of left-handed scissors. Yeah, that happened. Oops, my bad. Do I have to sew anything? Not really. I don't need that much. It's getting heavy, yeah. I know when I've showed my corner to corner ones and I've held them up and I've had to hoof them, you know, different amounts so you could see the different pictures and stuff. It's an arm workout. They're so heavy. They are like weighted blankets, or, you know. All right. There we go. This one now has the top on. Okay. So there we go. We've got pink and purple. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right, so I still got to make the eyeballs and I got to do the little tassels, but I'm going to do that another time because I'm going to head out because we've been on for almost 2 hours, you guys. So if I'm going to go to Joann's, which is still up in the air, but if I'm going to, and I might, I better get going because I need to be back in a couple of hours for Mama G gear. So doing Tunisian is a little bit more intense, yeah. So it's even thicker, which means it uses even more yarn probably, so it's even heavier, yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys for hanging out for so long. I appreciate you all. That's 2 hours hanging out in the hive. We will be back. I will be back tomorrow, same time. So if you're around on the streets, come on by again. We'll hang out for another hour or two and work on something else. I'm thinking I'll probably work on my table runner tomorrow. But who knows? If you guys decide you want me to finish the Yip Yip earring, I maybe will work on that, you know? So, yes. Pink purple makes the pink and purple. I finished the body of my corner to corner now. I'm working on the border. Yay, good job. Good job, good job. I will. Well, I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you again for hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.